2 videos ago on this YouTube channel, we talked about how Elias Pettersson and Jack Hughes were the top 2 guys in the NHL in points. Oh boy, that video did not last long. Because today we had ourselves a game between the Red Wings and the Calgary Flames, and yes, folks, that is correct. This is a Wings post-game video, because I actually had access to watching this one. It was on Sportsnet, so I turned it on, had the game going on in the background while I was doing some other work, trying to do some YouTube shorts. I'm trying to do that now because I realize that my channel is actually kind of dying, but in the midst of my anxious breakdown regarding my career, I was watching the Red Wings and the Flames game, wherein Detroit took a commanding 6-2 victory all the way home. And, as we had talked about, that scoring lead with Jack Hughes and Elias Pettersson no longer belongs to just them. Because you have yourselves Dylan Larkin, who entered this contest against Calgary with 9 points on the season. He ends off the game with 2 points, so he overtakes Jack Hughes in EP40. And you also had Alex DeBRINCAT, who started this evening with 8 points on the season. He scored himself a hat trick. A hat trick and an extra assist for Alex DeBRINCAT, so now he's up at 12 points. Dylan Larkin is up at 11, so DeBRINCAT is now the number 1 guy in the NHL in points, and he makes it look pretty easy, too. This line of DeBRINCAT, Larkin, and Raymond has been so dominant that just watching how this game went about, it was a sight to behold. The Red Wings are scary, and I want to make another video about that tomorrow. Instead, in this one, I just wanted to focus more so on DeBRINCAT. The first goal was a DeBRINCAT shot backdoor assisted by Justin Holl. He's the guy who ends up tossing the puck out to DeBRINCAT. Justin Holl, elite playmaker, by the way. Did you notice he had a bunch of really nice plays, and he ends up actually getting multiple assists in this one? He ends the night off with 3 assists and a +4? Talk about disputing expectations, eh? But Justin Holl is skating down behind the goal line. He throws it in front for DeBRINCAT to pot it in. That's his 9th point of the season for Alex DeBRINCAT and first goal of the night. You then had yourselves a few minutes later, Ben Chiarot tossing the puck towards the goal, and it goes in off of Joe Veleno. So there you go. Not only is it Justin Holl, but it's Ben Chiarot too, defensemen in the Detroit system that have had such terrible reputations the past few years, really getting involved in the offense in this one. And of course, it is great to see Joe Veleno go out there and get himself a goal. I think this one was also assisted by Holl, if I recall correctly, so good for him, eh? Getting his first 2 assists on the season. I made a note in it as well while watching this game, but throughout the first period it was very evident that the Red Wings have been doing such a good job at tossing the puck to the front of the net and just creating chances with cross creases and scrums. They did a really solid job in making that their game plan, and against a Calgary team that normally boasts some pretty good defensive coverage from guys like Tanev and Hanifin, it was working. This play eventually worked even further in the second period when you had a cross-crease play by Alex DeBRINCAT tossing it over to Dylan Larkin, and he ends up firing it top corner. Beautiful snipe by the captain Dylan Larkin for his 3rd goal on the season, assisted by DeBRINCAT, of course. So there you go. Alex DeBRINCAT is up at 10 points, tying Jack Hughes and Elias Pettersson for the league's lead in points. Larkin, of course, is also in that conversation with this 10th point of the season for him. Give it a few minutes, though, and it's Andrew Mangiapane who puts the Flames on the board. 3-1 game at this point for the Red Wings at about the halfway mark of the second period. But it's Alex DeBRINCAT who ends up responding right away with a beautiful slap shot. DeBRINCAT and Larkin, the cross-crease cheese. The Flames just cannot stop this line. It's Raymond to Larkin to DeBRINCAT, all on the rush, and DeBRINCAT fires it in. There you go. Larkin and DeBRINCAT are the top 2 NHL point scorers with 11 points each, and the Flames are down 4-1. You then had Igor Sharangovich towards the end of the second period firing a really awkward shot that goes in. Like, he just kind of enters the zone, and a pretty innocuous shot comes about. It gets by Reimer. It looks like Reimer doesn't even realize that the puck was coming his way until it's too late and in the back of the net. So 4-2 at the end of the second period because Igor Sharangovich was able to bring the Flames within 2. And the third period carries over a lot of that momentum as well. You saw the Calgary Flames really put it on in the opening minutes of that third period. You're starting to get a little bit worried for the Red Wings and their chances based off of how Calgary was controlling the play. But it's no biggie, because almost immediately after, it's Jake Walman who, on a Red Wings extended opportunity in the zone, ends up getting a slap shot to go right by Dan Vladar and restore the 3-goal lead. This one was just a long shot. It goes by everybody. Nice to see Walman getting his first on the season. And then, just 40-something seconds later, it's Alex DeBRINCAT who has a hat trick. He comes right in on the rush and buries it. This one also assisted by Justin Hall and Lucas Raymond. So there you go, Alex DeBRINCAT gets the hat trick. He also had an assist on the Larkin goal, so he's up there with 12 points on the season. Dylan Larkin has 11. They're 1-2 in front of Jack Hughes and Elias Pettersson. And my video from earlier this afternoon is all of a sudden outdated, because the Red Wings decided to turn it on, and they are looking like an absolute powerhouse. Now, there were some other things that happened in this game. The Flames had a 5-on-3 power play in the third period, wherein Jonathan Huberdeau scored, but the goal was actually taken away off of goaltender interference because earlier in the play, Nazem Kadri straight up just body checks James Reimer. It was kind of weird, kind of unfortunate, but Reimer was down. He wasn't able to get back up in time to stop the Huberdeau shot. Therefore, the goal was called back for goalie interference. No challenge. The Flames didn't want to lose their power play. And after a few more opportunities, the Red Wings get a few more power plays towards the end, but they just kind of took the foot off the gas pedal a little bit, and they were like, yeah, we're up 6-2. We don't really need to absolutely go desperado and try to inflate the stats even more. I mean, it would have been nice if they did that, but yeah, they decided not to. So 6-2 is the final score here at the end of the game. As we had talked about in the last video on this channel, Connor McDavid of the Oilers is now out for 2 weeks. 1 to 2 weeks, excuse me, so this Alex DeBRINCAT Dylan Larkin thing is going to be number 1 and 2 for a while, as long as Jack Hughes and Elias Pettersson have nothing to say about it. Now, of course, we're going to see some more points. We're going to see a lot more guys going out there and doing their thing. Nikita Kucherov has been great this season. So have the Maple Leafs guys in Nylander and Tavares. You go over to the NHL's goal leaders, and it is that Kucherov, Reinhart, Besser, Matthews, what is it, quartet, all tied for second in the NHL, because DeBRINCAT is at 8 goals on the season. What an absolute crazy start here for the Detroit Red Wings, just in terms of all the point production. Dylan Larkin, with his 1 assist in this game, is now tied for first in the NHL in assists with Elias Pettersson. They've both got 8. So EP40 has got some company here, and it's the guy over in Motown who just finally has great wingers to be playing with, and is now scoring at well over a point per game. Who would have thought that, eh? Who would have thought that Dylan Larkin was a great player the entire time? He just kind of needed good wingers to play with. The guy's got 3 goals and 8 total assists on the season for 11 points in only 6 games played. That is almost 2 points a game. And, of course, DeBRINCAT is doing similar things. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you feel about the Red Wings dominating against the Calgary Flames? Larkin, DeBRINCAT, they are now at the top of the NHL for points. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.